Hi, I'm Beth Strathman, Leadership and Team Coach, and I'm here today with Dr. Liz Stincelli. She is a leadership consultant. And in a previous video, we talked about different ways that you can show employees appreciation without spending lots of money. And as we were talking about that, we started talking about the fact that why in 2021 are we still talking about employee appreciation? How come organizations and managers haven't gotten the message from all the research and all the stuff that's in magazines on management and everything, that how to appreciate your employees? Why are we still talking about this? So Liz, why did we feel the need to put the previous video together to talk about how to do employee appreciation?
So Beth, I think we both agree that we find in organizations managers and leaders forget that employees want to be appreciated. They feel like, hey, I give them a paycheck. They come to work, they get paid for the work they do. What more do they want? And back, was that way back when, coming to work for a paycheck may have been satisfaction enough, but it isn't anymore. And this is how you lose your employees when it's only for the paycheck. As soon as someone offers a bigger paycheck, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
People want more from a job than just a paycheck. And it's to feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, to be an integral part of a company. And when it's just for a paycheck, that's not what they're getting.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts, Beth?
Well, I'm going to echo that because I always remember what my dad used to say, and he was born during the Depression years in the 1930s. And so he grew up and things were tough when he was a kid a little bit. Nobody had a lot of money, right? Everybody was sort of in the same boat, but and what he used to tell us when we were growing up is no job's a bad job if it pays the bills. So to your point, I think people used to still want to be appreciated, previous generations did, but I think they just put up with a lot more because they'd been through hard times and they didn't want to lose their jobs. Man, they didn't, maybe, the idea was you needed to be loyal to your company and stay with them and just kind of gut it out kind of a stuff. So yeah, I think that attitude may still be with us a little bit from those earlier generations. Yeah. And people also think that compensation is a way that companies show appreciation. And as you and I have talked before, compensation is a contractual transaction between the employer and the employee. You bring me your skills and your effort, employee, and we'll pay you money. That's what the paycheck is meant to do. It's not meant to say, oh, and we really think you did a good job.
Very true. But that task-oriented focus doesn't build loyalty. It does, and a lot of managers have the mindset, oh, well, if they don't like it here, I can replace them. Yes, you can, but have you, the cost and the time of replacement and training is far greater than you probably are thinking. Managers, I don't think they don't think through the whole process of replacing an employee. It's not as easy as you think.
Right. And that kind of goes to the point that many managers were still in organizations promoting people to supervisory and management positions who are really more task focused than anything else, which is not to say that that's necessarily bad, but you've got to balance that out with the human relationship skills as well. And so I think a lot of people who are in those supervisory and management positions were good at being producers in whatever their field was. They got promoted so they could supervise other people. Yes, we're still doing that. And they're very task-oriented people themselves, and they just haven't been trained or focused on the relationship side of the deal with employees so that they will more naturally show appreciation, I think.
Well, Absolutely. And we all want to be appreciated, and we spend the majority of our lives at work. We work hard, we give it our all, and it's nice to know that your company, your supervisor, your manager actually appreciates the effort that you put in over and above just the paycheck that they are giving you. So,
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
final thoughts?
No, I would just say, look, everybody, it's very clear in all the research and the literature that showing appreciation is a good thing and you should do it. And there are easy ways to do it where you don't just throw money at people and say, here, I appreciate you because I'm giving you a bonus or you're getting a raise in your pay or whatever it is, right? So it's out there. We're still talking about it, but there isn't any reason why we should be in 2021.
Absolutely. So, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Is this something you're still struggling with in your organization? Or do you think that your organization is finally progressing past having to have these conversations about making sure that we're showing appreciation to our employees? We'd love to hear from you.